Meet the Skylark, the Israeli Army's eye in the sky. It's a small drone developed by Elbit Systems that is literally thrown into the air. Controlled by a soldier on the ground, the unmanned aerial vehicle films images from its unique vantage point and feeds them back to a team that can view the footage on a screen, even in the middle of a battlefield. The Skylark can perform a range of functions, from assisting routine border security missions to providing critical intel to a commando force deployed behind enemy lines. It can also help direct air and artillery strikes. This footage was shot by a Skylark drone flying over Syrian territory. The UAV pinpointed Syrian army positions that were hit by the IDF in retaliation for mortars falling on Israel's side of the Golan Heights. A Skylark team consists of 4 soldiers and a commander, who usually carry the drone parts in special backpacks. The craft is assembled in the field shortly before use. The Skylark unit consists of 20 such teams, and it is currently commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Rode Rettig-Weiss. The unit has also begun incorporating teams of female soldiers.
The difference between the male and female soldiers is that the females are more mobile in combat, as their drones are carried on armored vehicles. That is really the main difference. The female soldiers participate in combat in both routine and emergency scenarios, crossing enemy lines and doing everything that's needed together with the male teams.
Over the years, there have been numerous cases of Skylark drones dropping out of the skies during flight. Some have even fallen inside the Gaza Strip and in Lebanese territory. Most of these incidents have been linked to simple wear and tear, and in some cases human error. The fact that no information is stored on the craft, as well as the low cost of production, means these cases aren't seen as major incidents. Still, improvements to the system have led to fewer falling Skylarks in recent months, even as flight hours go up by an average of some 1,000 hours per year. New upgrades are also expected to allow longer flight times, as well as the use of a camera that can operate during both day and night missions, meaning someone is always watching. Shai Ben-ari, I-24 News.
And Shai joins us now in studio. Shai, these things remind me of those little gliders you get as kids. You just kind of throw them, and then off they go. I mean, how simple is this? How big is the team around a Skylark drone?
They're not different from those kind of gliders that we would occasionally play with as kids. You're talking about a team of 4 people, including soldiers and one commander, of course, to use one single Skylark system. They will actually, those 4 soldiers will actually be carrying 3 systems that will be rotated because you have a limited battery life. In rare cases, they'll put up 2 in the sky to monitor, for example, 2 parallel targets on the ground. It's also a classic example, really, of how the IDF sees fit to incorporate female soldiers into roles that are basically considered combat roles. And, you know, you have different approaches here. Some people would say females need to meet the exact same physical standards that men do. The IDF has a different approach. They modify the weight load. In this case, the female soldiers would not need to carry the 50 kilos of equipment that the males do. They put them on the vehicles, and that makes the females more mobile in the combat battlefield.
And they're there on the front lines setting up these drones for reconnaissance. All right, Shai, thanks so much for that really remarkable report.